It's not that bad as far as temperature. Cold this morning in Ohio, but I turned the table around so that y'all could see the gorgeous fall leaves behind me. So I figured it was a good idea. We'll probably try to go down. I may go live tomorrow. We'll see, down by the pond, because those leaves have just, and I don't want y'all to miss out on that. We have our pumpkin, so we can do it. We may get to crochet, we may not. This is my cart I bring down to the pond every time, so not because I can't carry all this stuff. It has to come down. I think I get everything out of the cart I need. So we are going to decorate a pumpkin today, guys. But we're not going to carve it. Hi, Wills. How you doing? Welcome on in. You can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you'd like people to connect to your channel. Guys, we are on the road to 2K. And I have to upload that. Hold on a second, because I noticed yesterday when I did not do this that it made a difference. Because for some reason when I go live, I don't know why YouTube does it, but when you go live, they kind of take your thumbnail and they just, you can upload a thumbnail, but it just kind of takes it away. I don't know why. So, and I've been kind of, it's been one of those days. I haven't felt like doing a thing. We were up kind of early this morning. There's a local place that does like a Matthew 25 project and gives our community fresh vegetables and fruit and all that kind of stuff. So Josh and I got up this morning and actually went and did that. So we got that. That was nice. It's a nice program they have in our area. So we were up like at 5:30 this morning, actually 5 o'clock this morning. And I actually made a little bed in the back and went to sleep for a while, but wasn't that comfortable. So when I came home, I was like, I need to go back to bed because I did not get enough sleep. I have to download this thumbnail so I can put it up so that people know what we're doing, because I noticed that the other day and I'm like, oh, well, it erased the thumbnail, Mary, and you need to put it up. Plus it gives a little bit of time for everybody to kind of come on in and say hello. We're going to be doing something fun with a pumpkin. So my daughter, for many years, was actually, she rode for Horses for the Handicap because she was a special needs individual. And so she actually rode horses. So horses are something that my dad loved and my daughter loves. Now she works with horses, and so a couple days a week, which she just loves. Now the thumbnail sticks. I don't know why YouTube does that. I really don't. No idea. You go live and the thumbnail you put up, it goes whoosh, it goes bye-bye. And then it just has a random thumbnail, and I don't think people realize, maybe going by, what we are doing out here. Switch account, and I can see who's in here. Because when we do, when it's horizontal on the phone, it tends to go by really easily. Now next week, we're going to do some more blessings through connection, at least by phone, until we get the computer back on the running. We've had a little computer snafu, and so I haven't been able to do much with that channel, but we will kind of try to get up and running with that. Oh, Will's Desert, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Before we go any further, and hi Michelle Plays Hooky, welcome on in. Thank you so much. That will actually go to and you guys can put, hi Brooke. You can actually put blessed in the chat if you would like people to connect with your channel. But before I go any further, I want to tell everybody too, we've got the pumpkin. It's right here, but we started last night filling shoe boxes. So that will actually go to the shoe box as well. We have 4 of them. We did this last year. We filled 2 for Samaritan's Purse. We are trying to fill 1. Want to double it this year. 2, 3, 4. I'm hoping that we can fill these. We filled them kind of halfway last night. 4 shoe boxes from Blessed to Crochet. So they are filled. They have the same stuff in them. We're going to do 2 girls, 2 boys. They've got about that much stuff in them. But we got to fill them with some more stuff. So we have to do that. So we have stuff on our link tree. For anybody that's interested to send anything of stuff you can fill them with. But we did that last year, and that will certainly go to that. I'll put our link tree. We have the Samaritan's Amazon list on there. Yesterday, we finished our scarecrow paint pour. Isn't it cute? It was really easy to make with just terracotta pots and so forth. Isn't it cute? I'm going to actually put a little bit more glue on it because I found some glue sticks. Actually, Josh found them. I may give this to my daughter tomorrow. Isn't he cute? Or she? Bless the scarecrow. So we finished this yesterday, and I did post it on the community tab. Exactly how to do that. It took 3 different attempts to do that, but we got it done. Oh, thank you so much, Michelle Plays Hooky. We will put that certainly towards the Samaritan's boxes because we have to fill them, and then they're $10 a piece for us to actually track them, so we know where they're going. Last time they went to Guatemala. So this is what we're doing, guys. Isn't this cute? No carving required on these pumpkins, just some paint and some fun. So we are going to turn this pumpkin into this. I found this. I'm like, I have to do this. This is so cute. Isn't it, darling? So we're going to make this into a pumpkin. Of course. So I didn't clean the pumpkin before I came out here, but I have wipes, so we will do that now because I would probably clean it. Let me bring you down. See the fall leaves? Aren't those gorgeous back there? Oh, just so gorgeous. Bring you down and I'll move you back a little bit. So I would clean the pumpkin. I didn't do it before we came out here, but I knew I had wipes, so I clean it just so that it was a surface. And we're gonna do it towards the front because the back has a little bit of stuff on it. So I would do it towards the back or towards the cleanest side of the pumpkin. But then I thought this was so cute. And I just picked this pumpkin up because I'm like, I thought it was just perfect for that. So just clean the Mr. Pumpkin just so you get all the dirt on it or anything. I mean, there wasn't much on it. It's a pretty clean pumpkin. Probably a smart idea to do anyway. Okay. I know I brought, at least I hope I did, paint. I thought I brought brown paint out because if not, I'll have to look inside. But we'll see what we have. I think I put it in here. All right, so we got the pumpkin. So we got to make a circle. Shouldn't be that hard. I was thinking, because that's the back of it. Let me look at it. I was thinking like right here. You see this kind of line down the middle? I figured that we could use that for, maybe back a little bit, to take this and use that as the middle of the pumpkin. So that'll kind of be the middle, that little thing down there. And just gonna make it cute. Why not, right? First thing we need is brown paint. I've got metallic paint, so we're gonna make this thing sparkle a little bit. Got some paint brushes. They're childproof. They're childproof. Okay. We just need to make a circle. That's all that we need to do. And I have little cups for, and I will get these bigger paintbrushes out. Okay. So, shake up your paint. Hopefully I don't get it on my clothes, but we're gonna hope, right? I usually do for some reason. Very, very much. That's why I brought a table out, or a tablecloth out that I don't care about, because I know me and paint. One of my sticks out because the paint's kind of weak. And I brought my rocking chair out just in case we have an opportunity to actually sit and crochet. We shall see. Put that there. No, it's got paint. I don't want to get it on the crochet blankets that are. I've got 3 blankets in there, and I don't look at them. We're not paint pouring, but this paint, I don't think I shook it up enough. It's a little bit goopy. Needed a stir. Okay. So, shouldn't be that hard to paint a circle, right? So that's what you're going to start off is, and by the way, this does not need to be perfect. Now, I think I may need to, I'm going to kind of do a circle. I may need to go into my paint stash and get something that's not metallic. But I'm going to at least paint the circle with it, and if I need to get a little bit, I can always get, and this is just fun. You don't need to make it perfect, guys. If I need to get a little bit thicker and put that on, then I'll get brown, another brown that's not metallic, and I've got it in my paint collection over there. Okay. So we're just gonna do the best. It does not need to be perfect, just paint a circle. And that's why I kind of have the wipes out, because if I make a mistake, then I can just wipe it off. It's just paint. So do the best you can. Make a thing. I'm gonna have to let this dry for a minute. I'm gonna go and get some, go to my paint stash and get some regular brown that's not metallic, and then we'll paint another row of metallic on. Okay, because I want him or her to have a little bit of a shimmer. This way you don't have to carve a pumpkin, you can just have fun. And because we're going to kind of cover up a little bit, it'll be fine. So you're going to start off, and then I'll go look through my stuff. And I mean, if you want it to be perfect, you could, you know, each pumpkin's different. But anyway, okay, that's the start of it. Okay. All right, thank you. We have nail polish, or not nail polish. We have nail file, notebook, pencils, crayons. I say it crowns my entire life. Erasers. What I will do is I will put a list of what we have in the boxes so far, so you guys know what we have. I'd like to get some stuffed animals stuff, and there's stuff on our Amazon list. So I'm looking for well, I need black while I'm in here, or like a dark black. What's this one? Okay, I've got black because we gotta make the nose. So there's the black. And I need, there's not much in there. I need to go through my collection of paint, throw out ones that are dried up or non-existent. I just have not done them. I'm looking for a brown that's not metallic, which I know I have. At least I think I have. Somewhere in my paint collection. That's not that one. You see this one. Got these from Sam's Club, and they've been a great place to store all the paint. Then when I need it, I know where to go to. All right. That's copper. Okay, and then we're going to pull this. This is kind of like, has a little bit of metallic for the gold. Or not the gold, but the... I don't. I thought I had some more brown, but I guess maybe I don't have more brown. That's metallic. Antique gold. I've got everything but brown, guys. Thought I had brown. Like regular brown. I guess we're just going to sop it up, right? So I thought I had brown, but I guess I do not have brown. Well, we're going to make it work with it however we need to do it, right? Correct? That's the first coat. If you don't have brown, like I thought I did, let me just check in here and make sure I don't have brown in here. Thought for sure I had brown, but I guess I do not. Then let that dry as best as you can, and then we'll just have to keep sopping it on to make it a darker brown. We'll just let it dry and then sop another one on until we get it to, hopefully, I've never done this before. This is a first. So, you could, if you're trying to do this, paint it like a black. You didn't have it, and then you could paint over it again. I thought for sure I had. They had a white face too, and I have white, but well, you know what? I could do that after this. I could get a little bit of white, and that way I can. But it seems to be drying pretty quick, so you know, you just have to kind of put a couple coats on. There we go. It's shaping up. The face is shaping up a little bit. And again, doesn't have to be perfect. No pumpkin is perfect. We're not perfect. We just have fun making a pumpkin into a horse. And whoever did that, it was on Facebook that I found it. Odes to them, because I don't think I'm going to make it as nice as they did it. But I'm going to. And if I was you, I'd let one coat do its thing and then dry. And then, you know, I could have brought a hairdryer out of here. I didn't think of that. So while this kind of dries, easy for me to say, right? Well, this kind of dries because it's going to just keep moving the paint all over the place. We're going to work on the ears, okay? Because it's got to dry some more. So we're gonna let this dry, okay? Hi, Great Granny. We are making this. This way we do not have to actually carve the pumpkin. So we've got this. It is drying. It's metallic brown. It's the only metallic brown, or the only metallic I have. So let's work on the ears. And actually, I can take this and be my own little fan. Help the drying process a little bit. have a heat gun, but it's in the garage someplace. So you can take something like this and get it to dry a little bit. Okay. And we'll let it dry somewhat naturally while we kind of, you know what, I have scissors. I have scissors. Thank goodness. In with my one thing I got to bring outside. Scissors. But I have those scissors. And those scissors. And those will work right now. So I have just some, I didn't have any cardstock, but I had a folder. It works, right? So we're going to just take this. Actually, we're just going to rip it. Okay. And we're going to fold it in half. That way, when you're cutting the ears out, they'll be identical. And I don't know how to cut horse ears out, but I'm going to use the bottom of this to kind of keep them straight. And I'm going to kind of, as best as I can, kind of follow what they have on here. And then they go up to a tip. Right, and then we're going to do it on this side. So we're going to kind of do something like this. That'll work, right? So it'll kind of be like this, okay? And then we can use this, or use this actually. Fold this in half if we wanted to help to dry it. It's going to be our fan. And then I had this left over, and you can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you would like people to connect with your channel. That is your guys' crochet hook. We focus on connection here at Blessed to Crochet. I do crochet, but this is also my mom's channel that I help her with. And I need the connection because I deal with chronic pain. So these had a lot of different patterns. So I figured this would be really cute for the ears. So I'm just going to look and see what I find. See if I find a fall one that kind of works. Got that one. I found this and it lasts a little bit, and we're going to Mod Podge that on. Let's see. That's not fallish. We got the polka dots. That would be cute. Those would be cute too, that gray. Got that. Awful light, but would work. I think I kind of like, all right, got a choice. I got the gray polka dots. Or the darker ones. I think the lighter ones, because we've got the other ones, so we'll choose those. Because then the paint is dark. So then take the side you're going to use, right, and you're going to put that down, and then you're going to put your ears on the top, and then we'll cut out the ears. Doesn't really matter how they go. And we're just going to use some Mod Podge. It's a little messy right now for some reason. And a paintbrush. We're going to put them paintbrushes in here. Waking up is not early. It's not this girl's cup of tea. I've just been off all day long. It's been like, okay. And we're going to even glitter the ears up. So just take Mod Podge. Probably be the easiest thing to do. And just slap it on there. Right, turn it over. Slap it on the cardstock. Do the same thing with the other side. Or you could use regular glue, but I just happen to have Mod Podge, so that's what I'm using. That's simple. Whoops. Make sure it's down. That's it. Okay, and then we're going to literally cut it out. And I'm not saving whatever I don't use. It's fine. So now, as best as we can, I mean, you could probably go on the internet and find horse ears to print, but I just printed it like this. Now I had, and I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but I've had it. I actually used it for my daughter's wedding. And that way you can smooth them out. Really make sure that they're stuck. Stuck, 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 stuck. I'm gonna cut this one out. And we are on the road. We're trying to get to 2K. So anybody that can share us out, please do. We got a lot of good stuff over here. And we're really trying to build our community and make it where people can come in and connect with each other, no matter what we're doing. You may not crochet, you may not be a crafter, but this is a great opportunity to find other channels that you can connect with and that you can start also as well of collaborating together to help each other grow. So I have this stuff left over and I didn't know if it was gonna work. I brought it out. It's like wood, whatever. I didn't know if I was gonna like it. I thought, I may like it on the ears. I may not like it on the ears. We don't know. Yeah, I don't like it. We're just gonna leave it. We will bling them ears up, but I do not like this stuff. But I didn't know, so I'll bring it out. My biggest trick is actually getting glue, glitter glue, and having it on hand because it makes for the least messy. I need to get some more way of glittering stuff up. It dries clear, but then you don't have a big glitter. Hi Sandy, you don't have a big glitter issue on your hands. So it's the biggest trick. So I'm gonna use my leftover Mod Podge brush, and I'm just going to paint, take some of the glitter and put that on the ears. And then these can dry while we're trying to get the paint. So this is just, so this is going to dry. Okay, well, we're working on the pumpkin. I just painted. Biggest trick you can do is get yourself some glitter glue and then use it on stuff, because then you do not have to have a messy glitter stuff. And it dries clear and it's good. And then I would probably take a little bit of Mod Podge actually just to kind of seal that all in. Don't need very much, right? And just take it and paint over it, and that way it's already being mixed with the Mod Podge, so you don't need much. It'll kind of make it a little shiny. All right, that's that one. And let's do the other one. They're already kind of curling up like ears. Because it already had Mod Podge on it, it kind of is already Mod Podged up, but we'll just take a little bit, and it has the glitter already mixed in. Okay, that will dry. Well, we try to work on the pumpkin. I thought I had plain brown We are doing this for people coming on in. Making these so stinking cute. But I thought I had plain brown and I don't. I just have regular brown. So I'm kind of having to work on the fly here. Let me get some wipes because I got a little bit past. We're gonna make it work no matter what I need to do. Thought I had plain brown, but I don't. I just have metallic brown. So it's not covering as well as I thought it was going to. So, my mistake, your lesson. If you're gonna do this, have some regular brown on hand so that you can make sure that you're not going to have an issue with it. But I think it's starting to. We're just gonna see some orange through it, unfortunately. But it is what it is. So we're just doing it. And it because of the, I may try to put some white in it or something, because it on the pumpkin, it doesn't look brown. It looks like a gray, which is fine. We can have a gray horse, can't we? So anyway, I've got my little piece of paper. I'm gonna pull that out again in a minute and just fan it. Okay. And if we don't get it all covered, I'm not worried about it. There goes the birds. They're flying south. They know it's getting cold. Boy, it was like 38 degrees this morning. We got up. But we need this dry, and I didn't I didn't think of it when I was doing this. But I didn't think this was gonna be an issue, but it will. We'll make it work. So we can still do other things with it while this part's drying. And I'm not too worried about the top part because we're gonna put some decoration on the top. I'm just trying to get it to the point where it doesn't have orange popping through it as much. All right. I think after this little bit, right in here, I thought I had brown, but I do not have a stitch of brown. That's okay. Just need to get that there. Then we'll start trying to dry it with our little fan. And you can always, I'm sure, you know, even if we did this and there was little parts, you can go in later and touch it up. It looks a lot better. So I'm trying not to around with it too much because then it's going to I'm just going to be moving paint around. All right. That looks pretty good, except on this little side. Said it's not perfect. We're not trying to be perfect. And no horse is perfect, believe me. My daughter would be the first one to tell you, each and every one of them. They can look exactly the same, and they have their own little quirks and attitudes and things they like and things they don't like. And all right, that's good. It's the best I'm going to get it. Oh, Sandy, thank you. Jocelyn, thank you very much. We will put all of that towards the shoe boxes right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. We're trying to fill them. Those will cover 2 shoe boxes that actually have to be tracked. Okay, so we're gonna let this dry. I have a little fan for y'all that came in. This is what we're attempting to do. So we got the ears done. I just didn't have anything but brown metallic. And so, and I use this to make the ears out of. So I have these. I have this because I thought this would be fun to put. Hi 99 Midnight Gamer, how you doing? I have this to put kind of as like the hair. I thought it would just be fun. And I've got these. And where my eyes go? Not these eyes. I got the googly eyes. I don't want the googly eyes going. Just see that going all over the place. All right, so let's see. We don't have brown googly eyes. I think green. What do you think? Green or blue? These are the green ones. I don't know. Or the blue ones. Blue may go with that part. I think we'll. I don't know which one do you think we should use? The blue or the green googly eyes? You guys vote. I'll use whatever is the majority. Green? Green would look good? Okay. I'm just trying to dry it because I got to put the googly eyes on, but there's no way I can put it on this way. I think we've gotten the face down. I think the face is good. Face actually looks really good. I was a little worried because I was like, you're going to see the pumpkin going through there. So I'm utilizing the fan. I have a heat gun, but like I said, it's in the garage someplace. I do not know where. And I would just have some wipes out because you can go back after you're done and clean it up if you kind of did a little bit or you need a little side or whatever. It's drying actually this way. And of course when it's wet, paint always looks thinner when it's wet. But I see it drying on the sides. If I had thought about it, I had brought my hairdryer out here, but I just did not think of it actually. But the glue won't stick if it's not dry. But we can put, okay, we're going with green eyes. Okay. And these I thought would be a good thing to put on the sides of them. Hi Diamond and the Sticks, how you doing? We are making this. Or attempting to. Making one of these. And I thought these would be good to place on the side where it has like the little belt things. Yeah, my hairdryer's inside. I didn't think about it when I was coming out here. I didn't think that. I've been kind of telling you, waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning just makes your head kind of not think like it should. Yes, it is going to be cute. Look at the fall leaves while you guys are waiting for the paint to dry. Look at the fall leaves behind me for a minute. While I get the paint to dry, you all can look at the fall leaves. Oh, I love it because you don't have to carve it. I love the idea. I was like, That's a really good idea. And I don't know if I'd use a heat gun on this because it's a pumpkin. We don't want the pumpkin to catch on fire, guys. Right? I can see it drying though. It's doing its drying. Okay, we can figure out how to put the ears on. So, well, this is drying, the top is drying. So these are the ears. We just used that paper, and actually putting the Mod Podge on that like that curled them. So we can figure out, we're gonna kind of put one here, and I've got my glue gun. So we're gonna put one here. They're already curled because of the glue. If you need to, just get them up there a little bit more. We'll get the other ear on. Oops. It works. I needed to turn these when I put the Mod Podge on, but it's fine. It's gonna be a quirky little pumpkin. That's okay. Okay. Now, look at that. So now, we got the ears on. So, that is so cute. Oops. Wait a minute. Ear came off. We have to do a surgical thing. Use the tip of my paintbrush to actually get it to stick. And we take a little paint. There we go. Got that. What you can do is take a little bit of the brown paint, just here, and just paint on where the thing is, and then that way it'll kind of cover it up. Little paper part. It'll look like it's going right in there. And that can dry. So we take that and just kind of cover it up. And it'll look like it's part of it. Just pay attention if you do the cutting the way I did with the ears. You may want to turn the ears around, but we're okay. It's fine. It's still awfully cute. So that's what we're looking at for so far. We've got the horse's ears. And then we're gonna kind of figure out this while that thing dries. So I figured if I snap this off. Ouch. See, I figured out, I'm gonna wait till it dries just a little bit more, but we could do these like right here. Back here, so they would go like this, you know, down further. I don't want to touch it on the paint right now. That's my thought process. I just thought it was so much fun. It's like, yeah, I like that. I found it at Dollar Tree. Our pumpkin's gonna have a little bit of character. So I'm gonna cut these off. We're waiting for this thing to, it's drying, guys. We may not use all of these, so I'm not going to cut all of them off, but you could use yarn too. I just saw these and I thought these are fun. And they're wire, so we'll be able to have a little bit of, since 5 is my favorite number, we're going to start with that. Stop with 5 of them. We'll see if we need more. And we let it dry. That's why when you're doing projects, have some wipes on hand, because they come in handy, right? Yep, my favorite number is 5. What's everybody's favorite number? Put it in the chat. I don't know why I like 5. Don't ask me. I have no idea why. I've got a glue string. It can stay there. I'll get it off later once it dries. Yours is 11? Yep. Just always liked the number 5. I don't know why. 5's a good number. Good number. I just would be very careful if you're doing this and you want the paint to dry quickly. I would just be careful what you use because it's a pumpkin. You don't want to cook the pumpkin. So if you have a heat gun, I would just be very careful to exactly, you know, exactly what, you know, just be very careful when you do it. I hear the birds. They're going over the other direction. The birds are flying. And I just found them. Oh no, my ear deer was not going to work. Of course, it doesn't help that it's cold out. It's drying. Okay, let's see. It's getting there. It's just not drying as fast as I would have liked it. But it's working. It doesn't help that it's not like 90 degrees out here. That would be nice, right? Because if it was 90, then we'd be fine. We'd be golden. But it's not 90, so we have to deal with it. You know what we could do, though, with this? So I'm letting that dry, giving my hand a break, is we have this stuff I have left over from Christina's wedding. And right by the ears, I didn't like them on the ears directly, but trying to see. I'm gonna kind of like them. Oh, I like that. Where we can take them and kind of make like a bow out of it. It's kind of like this stuff. You know, chop it off. But that'll cover that little ear issue where it kind of shows the ears. Waiting everything to dry. So we can make, and just kind of put it up. You see what I mean? It'll look really cute. And then that will certainly, well, I'm kind of waiting for everything to get on in. We'll go ahead and just take a little bit of hot glue. Just be careful if you're dealing with hot glue. You don't want to burn yourself. At least I don't think we have to worry about storms like we did the other day. My Lord, I don't know what was up with that storm. That was a weird one. As quickly as it came in, as quickly as it's left. If I had string out here, I'd just do string, but I do not have any string, so. So now we have like a little bow, you know, and we take that and just kind of put it right here. And then that way that kind of looks really cute, and it hides the border between the where the paper and the pumpkin. And oh, that's cute. You see, look, it kind of has that, and it kind of hides it. Love it. Well, we wait for this stuff to dry. And I'm going to see if this is about the same, just a little bit more off. Let's see, I may have cut too much off now, but we'll see. I cut a little bit too much off. So now, kind of hides the, I gotta see. Okay, that looks about right. So, take this and do its little, just smoosh it up. Or you can take a ribbon. You could take yarn. I don't have any yarn I can spare. They're all blanket project yarn stuff, so I don't have any yarn I can spare. And my glue gun is plugged in, so it's on our link tree. It's a great glue gun, guys. It's great because it's a sure bonder, but I can take it off and then get back on the heat, and then it continues to stay warm. Josh found some glue sticks. I was like, I don't know where mine went to. I'll find them one day. One day I will find them, right? Okay, so we'll take some glue. And then we're gonna stick that there. Oh, that looks so cute. And now I got glue strings. Look at that. Now it kind of covers up the, that up. I think if I could find the miracle for no glue sticks or glue strings, I would be a millionaire. It's slowly drying. All right, I think we can put the, well, let's put the eyes on. Well, no, we can't. The eyes require you to paint, and I need then a little bit of white. Okay, I need white, and I have white. That I do have. Not that one. So you need a little white. Doesn't have to be perfect circles. And you don't need much of it. My goodness, because I don't have much of it in here. Just need a little bit. If not, I think I've got one more. It's pink. See if I need more. And we got to paint the eyes and then be able to put the eyeballs in. Or the googly eyes. That looks so cute. I'm glad I took that stuff and actually tossed it out because I love it. What do you think? Hot glue and it's drying. I'm just trying to get where actually I need to paint, which is the middle of it for the eyes, so that we can paint the white so it doesn't just smudge into whatever, but it's drying. You come to Blessed to Crochet and you watch paint dry. I mean, how much fun. You can't find this any other place on YouTube. If we also were not as cold as we are outside, we would have a better, wouldn't be as, but it's because it's cold. So the paint's like, you really want me to dry in this cold weather? Yes, I want you to dry. So I'm trying to kind of get where the eyes need to be, because that's where we're going to have a problem if I don't get that to dry. Because it's just going to smush into brown. But it's drying. Note to self, if you're welcome to do this, if you want to show people how to do it, just probably been wise to do it outside, but I thought I'll take you and show you the fall leaves. Another thing you could do is like get a piece of white paper, just cut a circle on it if you wanted to. You wouldn't have to paint over it, which we may end up doing actually. I've got, my hands get tired. Let's see what happens. If not, I've got stuff I can make. Let's see. Okay, we're using that as kind of the line down the middle. So we'll see what I get when oh, not that bad actually. I'm gonna dot it. And then we're gonna dot. So just dot. Make yourself a circle as best as you can. You can, I got it to the point where I can. I'm not a painter, guys. You know, when we lived in Florida, there was a place I loved going to it. I spent hours. There was, what was it, plaster carousel, and they had plaster, and I loved to go and paint for hours. There's Mocha. She's sticking her nose through the window. She's like, "What you doing out there?" So just make a circle. I'm gonna need more white. And I'm just dabbing the paint. It's not perfect. It's a little bit, you know, mixed. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not gonna do it identical to the way that the people did it on the thing. Okay, that's my first little eye. See? Let me turn puppy around. Well, probably needed to be over a little bit more. It needed to be over more. I needed to turn it so I could see what I was doing. Oh, this may be a pink by the time I'm done. I need another white. I'm going to have to paint that over because it's not going to work. It's way too in the... That's Mod Podge. That won't work either. That is way too in the middle. Well, it's not in the middle. It's like really off. I mean, like really super off. Oops. We're gonna have to do some construction on that one because I didn't get it where it is, and it's gonna. I should have put this in this direction when I was doing it, shouldn't I? Then I could have. Okay, so what we're going to do now that I've messed that screwed up. Oh well. Oh boy. That was like really off. It was so off center, it wasn't even funny. Let's see what I can do with it now. I will paint over that later once I get it to the point of this is going to be a mess. You kind of get the concept of what it's going to be. Cute. He's going to be, or she, now that we put bows in the hair, right? It's going to be a cute pumpkin. We're just going to have it kind of, it's going to be what it is, and it's going to be cute because we did it, and we're going to stand proud in our work. I should have just faced the thing a little bit more towards me so I could have seen what I was doing, because that was the problem. We can paint, it's fixable. Right, it can be fixed. Let me see. I'm using a little bit of a, just to kind of get the glop of the paint off of it. And I'm gonna repaint that section again. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit bumpy, but we're gonna make it work. And what I can do when this all dries is I'm gonna take something and look like he has a patched eye. Right? We're gonna make it look like he kind of has a patched eye. Lesson learned. Okay, so now that I've done the first one and I kind of goofed up, but then I can go back when the paint's dry and take some more paint and redo over that. It's not a big deal. So we're going to do the same thing with this one. But now I can see better. And actually, Christina's horse that she loved riding at Horses for the Handicap was a paint horse. So it's a little nod to Fred. So just take it and right. Just make it look a little bit like it's a painted horse, which is their white and brown. Doesn't need to be perfect, guys. Nobody's perfect. Not even these two eyes I tried to attempt to do are perfect. This is why I paint pour a lot, because that I can do without making a mistake. All right, so there's the eyes, right? Not bad. Hi, Jeanette. I didn't get your email out, but again, you should get your yarn by, what is it? By Monday. If the post office does what it's supposed to do. All right, now we'll give that a moment to dry because I don't want to try to put eyes on that. Of course, I probably made them bigger than what the eyes are, but it's okay. It's okay. Now I need to see my picture again. All right, so now that we did that, we need black for the nostrils. So we're going to take black, because I have black, and we're going to take a little bit of the metallic black and mix them together and do the nostrils. This is like it's like a gunmetal silver. That's a lot. Oh well. I need my wipes. Where did the wipes go? wipe off the... We are making this, or attempting to make it, I should say. We are attempting it. Okay, so now we're going to take this and mix it up. Probably need more black. Because that got too much of the other stuff. Came pouring out, not enough of the black. Right, so I'm trying to look. So we have like just like a strip going across, and then the nostrils are towards the bottom, and they're kind of close. I figured out I'm not the greatest at circles. I just realized that, but we're gonna make it work. I don't care how. We're gonna make it work. It'll still be cute. I moved it in a little bit past the eyes. I'm sure there's circles you could buy and you wouldn't have to paint it on, and you could just put it on and it could look better than what I'm attempting to do. But we're gonna make it work. And then the nostril here. Okay, so now, as best as I can, he's got 2 nostrils, okay? They're not perfect, but it's okay. They'll be cute. He cute horsey. Okay. Then, or she is, I guess, because we put bows in the hair, right? Keep calling it E. She. All right. Because purple is my favorite. Maybe purple won't work because it needs to be a lighter color. Otherwise, you're not going to really see it. Let's do, since we're doing the blue, let's, no, it's going to be too watery. We'll do kind of like a turquoisey color because we're doing these for the hair, but we have to do the little straps. As best as we can, going around while everything kind of dried. So that's gonna go, wish me luck, guys. That's gonna go kind of like across here. There's Mocha, she's poking out her little head out the window. This is going to be a very unique pumpkin. I can guarantee you nobody else will have this pumpkin. So I'm just painting across the to make like the halter of the horsey. And if you have a brush that's kind of similar in size, and you can attempt to make a curved line, I can guarantee you nobody else is gonna, I'm gonna be the only one with this kind of pumpkin. Even if you did your one and you copied me, it's not gonna be exactly the same. You will do it differently and maybe even better. If you guys do this, send me a picture and I will post it on the community tab, especially if you have a channel. And then it takes it up the side. Wish me luck. And I say that very much Actually, it's turned out better than I thought it was going to be. Okay. So we're going up the side because it kind of has its halter. So we're going to do it on this side. I moved this for a second. I may have to move that other side. And just take it. I may have to make that one side a little bigger. Or use your wipes and fix it. If you're like, well, I've got one side bigger than the other, it's okay. Just take it, and I'm gonna have to fix that in a minute, but anyway, it is what it is. That's fine. Figured this was gonna be fun no matter what. Now, when it comes to this girl and her blankets, she is very particular. This girl's blankets, I am extremely particular when it comes to my blankets. Those, absolutely 100%. Those are like perfection. So to have a wipe handy, because if you make it too big, you can take it and just fix it, right? If you have kids, let them have fun. I remember being in the auto mall, and there was a little kid, and we had these coloring books. And I worked as a cashier. And I was trying to be nice, and I said to the mom, can I give the little boy a coloring book? Because he was just needing something to do. You know, whenever I went someplace where my daughter had to wait, I always had something, you know, I had a little bag, like a little thing for her stuff to do, right? And I just never understand when parents don't do that, have little stuff for their kids to do. Anyway, and the entire time this parent was fussing at the kid because the little boy was coloring outside the lines. And I'm like, I'm really sorry I gave you the darn coloring book. Let the kid have fun. He's only 5. Let him color outside the lines. But as an employee, I couldn't say anything. But you do not know how much I really wanted to say something. But I didn't. I was a good girl. But I really wanted to. I know if my grandmother had been there, oh my Lord. She'd have come out of, something would have come out of her mouth for sure. She wasn't there. But I was a good girl. I kept my mouth shut. And, you know, if paint runs, you can always go back, because we're having to dry it. I can always go back and touch it up. All right. So now, kind of have everything running. It's running. It'll dry, and I can always touch it up. So, now, with that being done, there's the halter, there's the nostrils, as best as I could do, right? Not perfect by any stretch of the means, but it's cute. Now we're going to take the eyes and get them glued onto the pumpkin. So just use your hot glue gun. It'll work the best. Eyes on. So now she's got a little bit of a personality. And like some of the stuff, I can go back and certainly detail up. Look. Hi, Alfonso. I don't know if I'll be able to hit your live tonight. First of all, my computer's still in the not working, and I'm really tired. We were up very early this morning, and I'm and we have to be up for church tomorrow, and we have a luncheon again, and so this girl is kind of been a long day. I did have a nap this afternoon, but Now I've gotten stuff all over the eye. Oh my goodness. Not supposed to do that. Come on. I wasn't supposed to do that. Oh well. We will fix it. And I will probably be touching this up as it dries because no, there's not really a way to preserve it. This is just for fun. And I figured out these little metal things that I got at Dollar Tree. These just stick on. I would use a little bit of glue though. So I figured they had like little things on the side. I just figured out one can go here. Right? Kind of do like a triangle there of it. Oops. We got some glue on it. I'm going to be sprinkling it up anyway. And then take the other side, right? And put a triangle. Kind of like the things they have on the halters. Okay. Now we're going to take the little pieces of hair, and they've got like little metal in. A year without going bad. I've never had a pumpkin last. So see, they have wires in them, so we can kind of, we'll put that one there. Oops, I'll have to fix that in a minute. The ear came off. Ear came off on me. You weren't supposed to do that. We can make that work again, no problem. There's that one. And then we'll just kind of put this one kind of like this. So we'll put another little thing there. Oops, I lost another ear, guys. Probably because it's cold out here. It's going back up, so it may think it's going to come off, but it's not. Fixed. And we're going to put this here. Right. Why are you not working? Why are you not cooperating with me? I would probably, if you're going to do this pumpkin, I'd probably leave it indoors. Because I think with all the decoration and the glue, it may not, especially if it's cold. We're supposed to have a freeze warning actually tonight. I don't think, may not stick or stay stuck on. I would probably say this is an indoor pumpkin for sure. This one, we're going to stick it here. I mean, you could really get fancy dancy on this pumpkin, I'm telling you. We got this last one we're going to stick here, and I'm going to sop that with glue. I can hear the geese. Guys, I'm no artist, but I do think that we did not do a bad job. It's goofy cute. The noses aren't correct, but oh well. I think I can touch it up when I go inside, but I think it actually came out really stinking cute. I mean, I need to touch up this side, and I can do a little bit more on the, oh, we've got to add a little bit of glitter right here. It looks horsey. Not bad. I mean, I need to do a little bit more. Like when it dries, I'll go back and I'll actually, like, I need to touch up the brown a little bit more, you know, but I don't think it looks bad. I'm going to put a little bit of glitter on this end part with those little like glass things, just to give it a little sparkle. I'm going to do it on this side. I don't want to drop the pumpkin. So those little glass things, I got to glitter it up a little bit. And I'm going to wait till, I mean, I've got like little, what is it? I can't think what they are. Like, oh, I can't think what they're called. The glue strings, but I'm not going to tremendously pull them off. I'm just taking a little bit of the glitter glue and I'm like taking it down where I've got the blue, just to kind of give it a little bit of sparkle on the side. I probably am not going to do it on the front because it's not dry enough to do that yet. But the sides are dry enough. I think I can work with it. Guys, glitter will cover all different kind of sins. For sure. And then when I get done with this, we won't have time to crochet. This took a little longer than I thought, but that's okay. I'm going to go inside. I want to go get ready for bed, and I think I'm probably going to go to bed. I'm really tired. That whole 5 o'clock this morning bit really, it wore me out. And when you do this, have fun with it. Whatever you do does not need to be perfect. That's not at all what this is supposed to be. This is far from perfect. But it's cute. It's different, right? And and if you make mistakes, you know, go back and just, once the paint dries, you can go back and fix them. Like I can go back once the paint dries enough. I can go back and actually like clean it up a little bit, because it's got some places I would like to clean it up, like the eyes and stuff. It just needs a little cleanup. So it's like over here, but it's really got to dry because I can't really do much of anything with it like that. So I'm going to wait till it dries and clean it up. Hi, Sophia. I think our horsey pumpkin turned out so cute. I love these little things up here. I love them. So much better than just, you gotta have a little sparkle, right? Yeah. See, I put sparkle on the little sides, those little glass things, but I will clean it up because it looks awful droopy. It looks like a sad pumpkin. Or no, not a sad pumpkin, but it needs to have like the halter things cleaned up, and I need to put some more brown down there and clean up this part down here and stuff. And the eyes, I need to clean them up just a little bit. But the paint's still wet to do it, and I can't do it, but I still think it's cute. What a cute stinking idea. You know, to make a pumpkin out of a horse, or make a pumpkin into a horse. It's a happy horse pumpkin. I think it really came out really super cute. And it really didn't cost all that much. I mean, I bought all the supplies at Dollar Tree for the most part. And I just think it's cute. We got some more money towards our shoe boxes. Got 4 of them we're trying to fill this year. So we've got more funds towards the shoe boxes. We're still got to work to do some more so we can track the packages and fill them some more. We have a wish list too as well, but I'm trying to fill 4 of them. We got a couple weeks before they have to be turned in. It's right before Thanksgiving. So, yes, and I had fun. There's a local place in our area that, look at the fall leaves, guys. Local place in our area, it's called the Matthew 25 Project. And they help with vegetables and fruit and, stuff for our local area. And my prayers are with everybody come November, because people, like Josh and I, we rely on, we're both disabled, and so we rely on assistance a little bit. And I just think of, the people that's in our shoes, that their benefits aren't going to be there in November. So with that being said, I said to him, we hadn't gone there for a little bit. We hadn't been there for, a little bit. I said, let's go. It was this Saturday, and then there's one next week too. And I said, let's go and just, get some, supplies and so forth. And so we went. We got up at like 5 o'clock this morning and went. It was 38 degrees this morning. It was freezing. We went and they gave us some apples and another pumpkin and zucchini and onions and potatoes and corn and some bread, and it was just I was thankful. There was about 7 lines of traffic. If you don't get there at somewhat of a decent time, you're going to be I knew it. I couldn't go away without getting paint on me. I knew it. It'll come off, but if you don't get there early, then you get there. We got there at 6 o'clock. There was already one vehicle in line, and then you wait until they start doing everything. They're a Christian organization that does it till they start distributing the food at 10 o'clock. And so the food got distributed, or started to get distributed, at 10 o'clock. And so I made a little bed in the back of the car. I went to sleep for a little bit, but it was about 38 degrees this morning. So we brought a lot of blankets to sit there. We sat there, for a while. We were like the second car in, and it's either get there early and then you have a chance of getting out before, or you get there late and then, you get there, after like 7 o'clock in the morning, and then you're going to be there till 12 o'clock. So we just got up and went. But it's a great program that they have. And they have one in, where is it? They have one in, I have one next weekend too. So it's a great thing that they do for our local community. And there's a local couple that we actually, we pick up for too. So if they need some extra things, then they let us know. And if we're going, then we pick up stuff, because they're an elderly couple. So we pick some stuff up for them too as well. So we figured like we were helping us a little bit, but we were also helping them. So, but I'm tuckered. I am tuckered tonight. And then we had a group text go out to our church, and they were like, we have a last minute food thing we're doing on Sunday. I'm like, okay. So I'm going to make a pumpkin cake yet again. I have to do that, and I think I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to try to see if I can get caught up with a little bit of the Bible verses. Yeah. Yep. Well, it's not a food bank. Well, it is and it isn't. It's somewhat of a food bank. They have, when we lived in Cincinnati, they had, I'm telling you, the best food bank I've ever gone to in my life. And I would take my husband's grandmother, we would take her every month to this food bank. It was the best food bank I've ever been to in my life. And they treated it like a shopping, like you went into a grocery store. And they had everybody have a cart, and you went around, and you shopped and everything, and you got to go once a month. And we took, my mother-in-law was working, and so we would take my husband's grandmother. She looked forward to that every month going. And we would go, and I said to the gentleman, I said, this is the best one I've ever been to. And he said, I worked at a grocery store for many years of my life. And he said, when I took over this program, I told them that I was going to run this place like people were walking into a grocery store. And I said, you didn't feel as if you were going in there at all. And then they had people that helped load the cars, and it was just the best run and overall the best one I've ever been to. And she would just say she knew time to go food. She was so excited to go, and we were happy to help her. And she would go, and it would help my mother-in-law out who was working, and at the time, and we would get stuff, and it was very helpful. But we just tell we tell the if we're going, then, and the other people need something too, when they're elderly, we pick it up for them too. So we feel like we're helping them, and we're going. But we haven't gone, partly because there was just so much going on. I mean, after Pat, we were going pretty consistently every month, but then of course after Patty died, and then I had all the health stuff, we didn't go because it was impossible for me to go. And so now it is, but like I made a bed in the back, and I tried to sleep a little bit, and tried to bring my crochet. Forgot the right hook crochet hook, but we were up at like 5 o'clock this morning, and so I'm tired tonight, and I got tomorrow, and so trying to get on track. And just so you know, you've got the Gail's Southern Living. She's doing the draw, and we got 2 entries into the semifinalist wheel, and my mom got 1. So I'm hoping maybe we'll be the grand prize winner. That'll be a huge help. And if we get blessed with it, we will certainly pass it on to our community too as well. I have informed Gail that if we are the winners of, Christina won last year. She won one of the semifinalists last year. She didn't win anything this year, but I told Gail that if we did win if my mom won, or I, or Christina, if she won as the grand prize winner, to please take our grand prize, which is a $15 gift card to Applebee's and 2 soap caddies, and please spin the wheel again. And somebody on that wheel would win what we were going to give the grand prize winner. So I've asked Gail to please do that. We're donating 4 soap caddies to the semifinalist. And then for those that are also involved with the source, I have to call Kingwood Center and find out. I think there's a free day the first Monday of the month. And if there is, then I'm going to work a time out with him, find out all the details, and we're going to take you all to Kingwood Center, which is just beautiful. And we're going to also do 2 of the soap caddies as well. Yep. They did. And, you know, I just have to sit there and say, okay, you know, thankfully we have a like a chest freezer. So we have food in the freezer that I can pull out and make, and it'll last us for a little bit. We'll be okay. And God has us, and God's going to provide. I just have to say, okay. But I just think of, you know, people that are living on that, you know, they rely on it every month. They're elderly or they're disabled, and you know, I know to people it may not look like I am, but I literally came home this afternoon. We got home about 11 o'clock. I slept for 2 hours. I couldn't even move. I was so tired. And then I got up. I literally couldn't get out of bed till like 3 o'clock this afternoon. I just laid there. I just was so sore and I was so tired and I couldn't. And there's things that I'm very limited and to do. And it's like, I never know what day I'm going to have. I never know if it's going to be what kind of pain level I'm going to be in, how I'm going to feel. You know, like yesterday, hi Zach, how are you? Yesterday I had and I haven't had it for a while. I don't usually get it, but I had kind of like fibromyalgia fog. And I mean, I felt like I was just like, I was like, I felt like I couldn't do anything because it was kind of like, I couldn't process anything yesterday. It was kind of like, no, it was not yesterday, it was the day before. It was kind of like, okay. Like when I started fixing Josh's drink, and I'm like in the first thing in the morning, and I'm like, I'm putting his protein drink in the wrong glass. You know, it was just, I haven't had that for a while. I don't know when I've had it really last where I've had that, but you know, it may not look like it, but I have my rough days. I have my good days. You guys do not know, really, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, what you do for me. Because it's because of this channel that I probably would have spent the rest of the night in bed. But I got on here. I got some wonderful connection. I got to make this horse. We got to name it. We got to name her. I don't know what to name her. Well, we got to name her. And I got to connect with you all. And I haven't thought about the fact that, you know what, I'm a little sore today. And I'm tired and all that. I haven't thought about it because I've been out here and I've been making a silly pumpkin. Yep. Hi, Ace. I've been making a silly pumpkin, but I haven't thought about it, you know, but I have my good days and I have my not so good days. And I think Thursday I was going to try to come live and finish the Scarecrow, which we finished for the people that missed that. We finished it. Took 3 tries, but we finished it. Bless the Scarecrow. Isn't that cute? I took a picture and put it on the community post last night. I had him sitting on the pumpkin. I can't have him sit on the pumpkin now, but I had him sit on the pumpkin. But you know, I do what I can. I help my mom when I can. She helps me. And, you know, I was going to come on, I think, Thursday and try to finish the Scarecrow. And I just thought, I'm done. It's not happening today. So I literally spent the day working on stuff in Canva, getting lost with that. And then I crocheted the rest of the evening and watched Northern Exposure, which I'm almost finished with that one. And I'm like, I was like, and then I just had a real hard time moving after I got done this morning. I'm one of those people that has to get up. I do better when I get up. And I have about an hour to an hour and a half to kind of warm my body up. And of course, it was 38 degrees this morning when we woke up. So it was like, You're going to get me out of my nice warm bed, right? And yep, I can only do what I can only do, right? And so I'm like, I've got to get up. We were all nice and warm. And I do best when I've got about an hour to an hour and a half to get up, have my coffee, whether it's do stuff on Canva or crochet, where I have my time to just kind of warm my body up. I don't do well when I got to get up and, get dressed and get out of the house. I don't do well. My body does not like that. And I spend the day, usually when I have to do that, I'm toast for the rest of the day. And I'm like, I got up at 5, and I knew if I needed to do that, I didn't want to get up at 3:30 in the morning. So I was like, I know I'm going to be toast for the day, or the days when we have to get up for church, because I'll have my coffee at church. So, and my protein drink. So I won't get up and do anything. And, I'll just get up and get dressed and we'll go. And so usually when I come home from church, it's like I'm done for the day. So I do best when I do that. They were fuzzy ones coming in. They will keep you warm. Yep. I was just all snuggled up in the blanket. And I'm like, do I have to get out of it? We actually had a cold freeze coming tonight. And I think to Wednesday when we went down to the Amish place, and then we went to Mount G's. And on the way home, we almost hit a deer. And I do think that did not help me. Hi, Candy K. I've got your email. I just haven't had a chance to respond. But thank you very much. I'm looking forward. I was gonna, thank you. We made this. We made the horse pumpkin. We didn't carve it. We painted it. So it's really stinking cute. Sometimes sometimes TV watching novels or dancing with the stars, whatever, in the couch. Yep. Exactly. And we literally almost did a deer on Wednesday. So I was looking down at my phone. Josh slams on the brakes. There's like 4 or 5 deer in the middle of the road. And dash camera did not actually, hi Amby, did not actually record it, which was bummed. We made this. It's not perfect, but it's stinking cute. We were trying to accomplish this. I think we did pretty good. And so I'm down on my phone and I look up. He slams on the brakes. My hand goes to the window and it smashes it. And I'm just like, and I jerked. So I think Thursday, my whole body was just like, you want to do what? You want to move today? Nah, ain't happening. And there were like 4 or 5, Josh says there was like 6 deer all around our car. And I was like, oh my goodness. So this morning, he's like, I'm driving. You have to be looking at the road, because it was totally dark when we started moving this morning. And he said, you got to watch the road. Make sure there's no deer in the road. But no, it didn't smash the window, but my hand my hand smashed against the window. So this was all sore. We came home and my whole body I literally just went, and I just jerked really quick. And my body was like, okay. We're going to let you know that you're going to be a little sore tomorrow. But I wanted to let you know what the source and I are going to do with those soap caddies. We are actually going to, there's a place called Kingwood Center, and he has a relationship with Kingwood Center where his family could have lived on that property. And that's not very far from us. It's like a 15-20 minute drive from us. And so it's a very, very wonderful place. And beautiful, beautiful place. Beautiful house. They have weddings there. It's gorgeous. And so I said to him one day, a while back ago, I should take you to Kingwood Center and take you around, and I thought the fall leaves would be gorgeous time to do it when all the fall leaves are happening. So I have to call them on Monday and see. I think the first Monday of the month is free. If it's not, it's okay. And we're gonna go and plan a time where we can connect on a live, and I'm gonna take people so that he's never seen it before. So he wants to see it, and we're gonna take people around, and we figured we would do the soap caddies when we give away that. But that's what we're hoping to do. Let's see if this works, and then you guys can see my computer. My laptop should be enough charged. So that's what we're planning to do. You can see the pumpkin a little bit more if this works. And then I'm not in the dark, but I'm gonna go in a minute because I have to make pumpkin cake for church, which my daughter will be very happy. Oh, sure. You gonna work? Ah, see, we have light. We have light. Oh. I think it came out cute. See the googly eyes? It was so much fun to do. And the little hair things that I got, that was from Dollar Tree. I had the leftover with the bows. I used stock thing. I have to go back once this dries a little bit more and like clean it up. You know, clean around the eyes and so forth. But still, it's goofy. We just have to come up with a name for it. But I need to like clean it up a little bit. But still, I think it's the cutest thing. And then we also finished this. And I have to take, look where you guys can see it better. This is a terracotta scarecrow. And I paint poured that. So that is so cute. And I saw that everybody, I need to take that down, but anybody that has commented since the 19th on the Fall Fest video, we have already, of course, on the 19th, we had to draw our winner, and our winner has already contacted us with the semifinalists or with their information that we passed on to Gail. So if you commented since then on that video, it is closed. And of course, Harriet. Oh, I like that. I like that. That's cool. I think that works. I like it. If you've commented on Fall Fest, of course, it's already closed this year, but if anybody is interested, anybody especially that has a channel that's interested, I will keep you in mind for next year. Gail does it every year. I'm going to put her channel in here. Great channel to connect with her. And she does it every year. And you can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel too as well. But Gail Southern Living, she does Fall Fest every year. If you are a channel, she's always looking for new people to come in and participate and new channels to grow. And it keeps growing every year. It'll be the 5th year. I think next year will be 5 years she's been doing it. So we just love Gail and all of her hard work that she does. But if you did comment on the video since the 19th, thank you for commenting on it. I'm planning to go back through that video and make sure that I'm connected with everybody that commented on that video. I just didn't comment while it was happening because sometimes when people comment, especially in giveaway videos, it tends to kind of bring out the people that want to pretend they're us when they're not, kind of thing, and say you won something. And oh, and it also referenced 24. I remember you talking about it in August and September. Okay. Yeah, the one that's currently up right now, that when you come into our channel, That one's from 2025. So I've kept both of them on the channel. I just need to take them down from the first entrance in there, but I'm glad you commented, and I hope next year that you'll participate too as well, because I think it would be great to have you in that collaboration. That's great. We had 38 channels. Christina, her channel literally was at 397. She is at 472. She grew a lot. The 4th of July. She grew a lot with Fall Fest. She participated in it. She'll participate in it next year. We'll do both channels, Blessings Through Connection and Blessed to Crochet. So it's a great collaboration. We had 38 channels. We hope that next year we have even more channels, because I think the more, I mean, whoever wins and the grand prize, and we're on the wheel. Blessed to Crochet won 2 semifinalists, and my mom won 1. Literally, they're going to win all the prizes on the wheel. What a blessing to whoever wins the grand prize, and good luck to anybody who does. Yep. So it's a great, great collaboration. And so I would encourage any channel to certainly participate. I don't think it matters the size that you are. We'll continue to do it. Gail's awesome. We love it. More importantly, we want to help to support her too as well. But it's great growth for that. It was great growth for Blessings Through Connection. We're working hard to get to 2K, and I'm just thankful for all the support, and we want to give back. We sent out our first yarn box of blessings to a subscriber that's dealing with cancer. We had some leftover yarn that we weren't going to use, so we sent that out. We're working on filling 4 of these Samaritan's boxes, shoe boxes. So we're working on that. And it's all about giving back. That's why we do as much as we can, for sure. Happy birthday, America. God bless. Yep. The 4th of July, because, yep, that would be cool. I think Echo and I are going to try to do Spring Fest 24 or 26 next year. And then we have the cookie collaboration coming up. And I'm thinking about trying to run that a little bit differently than we did it last year. I'm still trying to get up with devotions and all that. It's just been really hard because the computer took a dive. It took a dive. And I actually have to have the Windows reinstalled on it. And so it took a dive. Spring Fest is going to be similar to what Fall Fest is. Fall Fest was channels did an entry video, and they did an entry video. Probably it was about anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes or 6 minutes, and they did a video. They did the rules. They explained what the rules were. They could choose to do a semifinalist prize or not. We chose to do a semifinalist, which was a $5 Hobby Lobby gift card and 2 soap caddies for all 3 channels. And Gail hosts Fall Fest, but Echo with Living My Best Life After 60, Calypso of Happiness, she and I are thinking about doing Spring Fest. And here's her channel. And so, and then everybody has to do a grand prize winner. And our grand prize winner, because we have 3 different channels, is going to get a $15 gift card to Applebee's and 2 soap caddies. So we had said to Gail, if we're the winners of the grand prize, spin the wheel again, and we'll give our grand prize to somebody on the wheel. So we'll see exactly what happens, but that's the scoop of what it is. And so somebody will win that. We'll see who it is, but that's exactly what we're doing. And we'll be doing something probably very similar to Spring Fest or Spring 24. And then the cookie collaboration is probably going to run, we did last year, and we did a short of everybody that sent their cookie recipes in with their favorite song. And I need to do a new Google Sheet for it. But you send your recipe in, we make a short for it, we put it up on the channel. But then I'm really hoping, nobody really did a video for it last year. So I'm going to ask that if you're a channel, that if you're going to participate, to please do a video, either whether it's just a, over a 3-minute video, even if it's just telling a story about why you love the cookie, recipe, and what your memories are about the cookie recipe and how the cookie recipe came together. It doesn't have to be cooking it unless you want to. And offering a grand prize winner, or not a grand prize winner, but you can do a semifinalist winner like Gail does, but then you send me that semifinalist winner of everybody that commented on your video. Send it over to me, and then we will, I think I was going to do it January 10th, because that was Patty's birthday. And we would choose a winner out of that, and they were going to get a $25 gift card to Amazon. So I'm thinking about doing something like that for the cookie collaboration. And then if any other channel wanted to give anything for door prizes, they certainly could. But I have to put it together. I'm not stressed. I don't have the energy for stress. I really don't. But it was worth it to get up this morning and help, they helped us. We helped another couple that is elderly. And so we gave back, and I was thankful for that. And I'm just tired. I don't do 5 o'clock in the morning, and that's one of the things that I can say is that having the YouTube, I do it when I can. I help my mom when I can. She does stuff you guys don't see. She helps out with the shorts and all that kind of stuff. I help her. But it's funny because I know it's cold. What temperature is it out here? It's getting colder because I can feel it. Let's see what the weather is out here, because I'm about ready to go inside and tell you that. I gotta go make the pumpkin cake for tomorrow, and the peanut butter cookies, which is on our channel. But when I'm out here like this, even though I'm a little cold, I don't hurt as bad. Yeah, it's 46 degrees. And it's supposed to rain sometime this week. So we'll see. We will see what it's supposed to be. But 46 degrees. At least the wind's not blowing. I can do without the wind blowing. But anyway. Thank you all for joining us for a cute pumpkin. It was a little bit messy to do, but I think it came out super cute. And listen, try it. Do it. Don't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Wow, that is dark. Summer camp for kids with illnesses through 6. Oh my goodness. Yep. I pretty much video dump without even naming the most of the time. Yeah, I am. But, I get lost in... Canva is another art for me because I get lost in that. I actually need to I got footage of us going down to the Amish country, and beautiful fall footage. And I need to put it to a song. Gorgeous. I'm totally enjoying Suno too, because it's just another expression of my creativity. I'm a very creative individual. I figured that one out for sure. Absolutely 100%. So I'm gonna go inside because it's getting chilly. I gotta go, I don't know what time it is, but I gotta go make that pumpkin cake for tomorrow and peanut butter cookies. And I'm gonna get my happy little tail end off to bed and go to sleep. Because I really think I can. It's been a good day. We got some, you know, some things. We were able to help out someone else, and I was able to make the horse Harriet. I love it. And let her dry, and I will put I'll put something on the channel with her once she's all dry, because she's gonna need a little touch up. You're gonna need a touch up, but have fun. I hope you guys do this. And again, if you do something like this, send it to us. We'll gladly put it on a community post. If you do this pumpkin, send it to us. We'll do it. Yep. It's 7:13. Yeah. That's Eastern. But you should get your package on Monday. Let me know. Yeah, it's 7:13. Let me know, Jeanette, when you get it, please. And I put Misha's daughter's name on the yarn that was significant, so you should have all that. But anyway, guys, I'm going on in. But thank you so much for joining us. There's a group of YouTubers who create blankets for them, and they will be for the... Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we're actually doing a blanket. This is the channel we're actually doing it for. It's Hands for Cruising. They help vets and other people that could not afford to go on cruises to be able to go on cruises. So we're actually working on a blanket for them. I've got a blanket with our first pattern that we're actually going to be doing. I'm so excited that Blessed to Crochet is actually going to be doing. And then we have, I have one that I'm actually working on that somebody else asked me from my church to make. So I've got 3 blankets going. And I actually brought my chair out. I brought the rocking chair out, but I thought we may not get to it. I brought it out and set it up just in case. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us. If you want to put in #blessed one more time before you leave here, and go support those channels that came into the chat. A lot of them are amazing, and I'm so thankful for our community and so forth. And go support them, but go ahead and put #blessed in the chat for people, so people can connect with you. If you haven't had a chance to, I can actually feel my breath. If you haven't had a chance to as well to connect with Kendi K, then go ahead and do that too as well. She has a great channel. So I'll put her in here as well, so you guys can connect with her too as well, because she has an awesome channel. And I was on her channel and had a great interview with her, and so she's amazing lady. So go check out her channel. She's got a great community too as well. And so we're just thankful. We like to share communities. We don't care how big we get, guys. We're not stopping sharing everybody out and helping each other grow and helping other to support and so forth. So anyway, I won her. She had a birthday bash, and I won on her birthday bash thing. She does member giveaways, and I was one of her winners, so that was awesome. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate that tremendously, and I hope you had a wonderful birthday. Kendi K, I hope you did. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna get off here and go inside, warm up, go make the pumpkin cake, go make the peanut butter cookies, and I will talk to you all later. Have a blessed day. We say good night, Harriet, the pumpkin. Remember to be proud of being yourself. Everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. And we have you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered. And we will see you later. And if you make this pumpkin or something similar, send it to us and we'll put it up on the community post. Our email address is all on our link tree too as well. So we'll see you later. Bye-bye, everybody. And Harriet says bye-bye too. All right, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye, everybody.